Так, этот проваленный считается. Вот это я никак не могу выполнить. Я не знаю почему. Вот это сейчас я выполню. И это в самом конце. Надо сходить. Получается. Зачем? Так быстрее будет. Просто с той скоростью, которой она передвигается, легче вылететь из дома и зайти из подъезда. Здравствуйте, Роман. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Ваши как дела? Снежок растаял? А знаешь, что еще хочу я тебе рассказать? Одну очень важную вещь хочу рассказать. О том, что мы вчера говорили. Продолжение вчерашней темы. Хочу сказать, что я сегодня с превеликим удовольствием, вот прям душевно съела 2 тарелки борща с чесноком, с черным хлебушком, со сметанкой. Мои соболезнования. Нет, ни хрена, у меня жопа так промерзла, что до сих пор согреться не могу.
No mail for me this time.
А чё ты? А шо ты? Жопу надо отращивать просто и все.
Intriguing.
Жопу не отращиваешь, жопа тощая. Поэтому и не греет нифига.
Someone's carved something into the wall here. Better hope the minister doesn't find out. This looks like a pair of feet, and under them, the name Kovac. Walking with God on high. I don't feel particularly holy, but that must be one of Arben's riddle answers.
Маленький, худенький, жилистый пермчанин не справляется с холодами. Да, вообще.
Goodness.
Вот у меня жопа никогда не мерзнет. А знаешь почему? Потому что она у меня толстая.
Oh, there's something carved into the brick over here. A crude rendition of a head next to the name Antonina. Is this one of the clues from Arben's riddle? Antonina Arhipovna Kovac. That's the solution to the riddle. Or at least the middle part. I should go tell Arben.
У нас, кстати, тоже далеко не тепло. Но снега нет. Самое что интересно, даже то, что снега, даже дождя нет. Сегодня так хмурилось, я думала, вот серьезно, небо упадет. Просто прям вот эти тучи, они прям такие темные, они прям низко, и прям как будто вот прям над твоей головой прям сейчас вот сейчас придавит тебя. Но нет. Ни дождя, ничего. Чё смысл этих туч тогда, если нет дождя? Я чё-то не понимаю. Я послезавтра в хуторок пойду, бахну борща и лопну. Ну это, понимаешь, это у меня домашний. У меня домашний. Короче, я не знаю, где этот тупой Евгений. Пошли отсюда нахуй. Стоп.
Good evening, mademoiselle.
Боже мой.
Have a good night.
А что такой мерзкий голос? Все.
So many interesting.
Так, ну нам вроде бы тут делать... Ой, нечего. А у нас прям как по методичке. Плюс 10-15, потом 0 со снегом, холод на 2 дня и потом снова. Ну, у нас сейчас тоже. У нас до этого было плюс 25, а сейчас плюс 15. Днем плюс 15, а сейчас ночью я тебе даже скажу. Плюс 11 в данный момент. Башка разрывается от такой херни. Да, вот эти вот перепады в температуре, да, вообще в климате, что он такой нестабильный, вот это вот.
I fear he's too drunk to talk about that thing from his letter. If it's important, it can wait.
Лизавета.
There's something I wanted to discuss with you.
Say no more.
And the light will await you and me, await you and me.
Ей не уило закодировать? Типа сказать, не бухай.
What should I impress on him?
А кажется, его marriage и так over. Почему нету, чтобы он завязывал бухать?
You will pull yourself together and finish the new book you're working on, no matter what.
Goodness.
Блять, из-за того, что у нас все уже цветет буйно и жара, мне, блядь, все вот эти аллергии опять, блядь, вернулись.
Arbin,
You're looking awfully chipper, lovely. Wait, don't tell me.
I think I've got it. Part of it, at least. The 3 clues combined to make a name. Antonina Arhipovna Kovac.
И так на Урале не особо умные из-за магнит тополей, так еще и это. Я смотрю, кого-то сильно задели слова Жириновского, да? Ой, блядь, не могу. Ну, честно говоря, я поржала, когда он это рассказывал. Не знаю, так просто рассказывает это. Сижу, блядь. Магнитные поля, блядь. Дурачки все. Ой, ужас просто. А ведь, например, Алексей Ушко, он даже обиделся. Он же тоже с Урала. Он же с Уральска. А он обиделся, что так Жириновский сказал. Прям. Я не знаю, серьезно воспринимать слова Жириновского, я не знаю. Услышать такое от кумира, как ножом по почкам. По почкам? А чё не по сердцу? Ой. Зато смотри, у вас же магнитные поля. Вы можете сделать по методичке того же самого Жириновского. Поменять или отрегулировать эти ваши магнитные поля, и тогда Америке настанет жопа.
So that's our guide and shrine, is it? I can't say it rings a bell. And I dare say I know most people in this town by now. What was the next part again? Follow them to their final rest.
That wording's strange, don't you think?
Indeed. What exactly are we meant to be following?
Maybe if we start from final rest. That has to be death, obviously.
Учитывая, что многие его предсказания сбываются, то да, нет. Это как перк Саван Фолучи.
Oh,
What? What is it?
of course. One's final rest is in a grave. If we find Antonina's grave at the graveyard...
We'll find the truth. Should we go straight away?
Not tonight.
Do you want me there when you're ready?
You're the one who solved the riddle. You deserve to see it through. Of course, you don't have to come. My troubles aren't yours.
Чем ты тупее, тем больше опыта получаешь за случайные действия. Да.
How can I help you, my dear? There you go.
А мне всегда прикол в этом, как, опять же, когда ты тупой в Fallout, и ты находишь такого же тупого, вы начинаете разговаривать, при этом у вас такие осознанные, умные речи, вы таким литературным английским языком общаетесь. Блять, это так смешно. А представляю со стороны, как это смотрится. Просто два чувака стоят такие... Ну все, теперь бойкот ЛДПР. Пойду в партию пенсионеров, то есть КПРФ. В партию молью проеденных этих костюмов.
What should I work on today? What should I...
Видимо, надо подождать.
Hello, Doc.
Huh?
Dr. Vol...
А хотя, может быть, где-то в Others.
Dr. Volk. Well...
Ну, примерно так мы и общаемся, да. Это все просто в нашем воображении. Оно все такое осознанное. А на самом деле кто-нибудь на стрим зайдет.
Strange. Lovely then.
И такой думает, бля, чё за жопа?
Anastasia, I received your letter and came as soon as I could.
Oh dear. My heart is beating like a drum all of a sudden.
I can hear it.
Listen, firstly, I didn't want to say anything before it was done, but Evgeny and I signed the papers. As of yesterday, we are no longer married. Whatever happens next, you helped me understand that this marriage is not for me, or him for that matter. Honestly, when I brought it up, I think he was relieved.
I see.
Forgive me for being so blunt, but I simply can't stand waiting any longer. What did you think of it? Of us? Together?
Тония.
See, I do love you, Anastasia, but I feel we make much better friends than lovers. Don't you agree?
Он там еще так уточняет, от Перми до Екатеринбурга самое тупое население. Ну да. Ну не можем мы метро построить уже 20 лет, что сразу. Зато Урал-Кали выступал в Формуле-1. Урал-Кали! Правда, ничего не выигрывали. Да и вообще, что первые из конца были. Но Кевин Магнусон однажды выиграл полпозицию за Урал-Кали. В квалификации, имею в виду. Так что какие-то достижения есть, да. Правда, мне название никогда не нравилось. Урал-Кали. Ну, как бы Кали, Урал-Кал. Не очень эстетично. Я, конечно, могу понять, что для иностранцев это ничего не значит, но как-то с позиции русского языка странненько.
I'd hate to lose what we already have, you know?
I'm not sure I do, but I understand. I knew it was a possibility. As much as I tried to prepare myself for this outcome, it seems it wasn't enough. If you'll excuse me, I need to spend some time alone. I trust you'll see yourself out.
How unfortunate it worked out this way.
Good day.
Ар-15 мне нужно. Блять, ни одного балла не хватает. Пошли платье наденем какое-нибудь. Ёкаламаны. Про ракетные двигатели мы забудем. А вот Урал-Кал всегда вспомним. Ясно, все ясно. Ракетные двигатели, Рома, это как-то было? Ты мне скажи. Да, конечно, видела. С технодебилусами. Не знаю, мне что-то, честно говоря, тут не нравится эта фракция, поэтому я как-то...
Yes, wait a second. Lisa,
I have absolutely no.
you're lying. No. Elizabetta, I have no idea what is going on here, and I have no... Please avoid...
Yeesh, that was uncomfortable.
Сколько времени? Он давай тут. Ладно, это я не могу надеть. Ладно, пошли книжку почитаем. Такой позор. Ну это же... А что ты хотел? Что ты хотел? Некронов по полной обосрали. Тинч в своей гробнице со сверхсветовой скоростью крутится от такого. Да я уже, честно говоря, привыкла, что некронов, блядь, везде что-то как-то унижают. Я, честно говоря, не шибко это понимаю, потому что, ну...
Anastasia,
Oh dear. Listen, as of yes or him,
I see.
forgive me. What did you...
Просто...
I take it that's a yes?
Столько... Как это... Пургу наводить, да? Или как это сказать? Что некроны это какие-то, не знаю, там, сверхлюди, блин, сверху люди. Вот, существа там еще что-то, что они там такие непобедимые, что их невозможно убить, что они там, короче, тела их там телепортируются, они заново возрождаются. А по итогу, когда играешь в игры, то в ролл-трейдере вообще какие-то некроны вообще ужаснейшие. То вот тут смотришь. Кстати, в Dawn of War, в первом, честно говоря, некроны там тоже не могу сказать, что прям какая-то классная фракция, за которую прям охуенно играть. И было обидно. Особенно за рок-трейдер было обидно. Я когда увидела, я думаю, все, нам пизда, мы сейчас не вынесем. Ну это же, блядь, некроны. Это, по-моему, одно из самых легчайших было, да, вообще, в рок-трейдере. Одно из. Особенно вот этого огромного некрона, который надо было просто по жопе бить его. А он, бедолага, даже развернуться не мог. Ты просто стоишь и его по жопе наяриваешь. Да. Неудобненько как-то.
My dear, what a tumultuous summer it has been. But I think I might be, dare I say, for the first time in years, happy.
I feel the same way.
I can't wait for all the music we'll listen to together.
That certainly does sound like a dream. Why don't we start now? This is a good day. Evening, Evgeny. I got your note. You wanted to see me?
More than I've wanted anything, as long as I can remember. I haven't stopped thinking about you ever since I laid eyes on you at the salon.
А мы можем просто со всеми заромансить в этой игре?
The way you took care of me when I was at my worst. How much you love poetry. How kind you were to me. And how generous you were when it came to your help. How much you were willing to take on for me to...
Evgeny, that's...
When I was with Anastasia, I tried to convince myself that this is how true friendship must feel like, but...
Но я поняла, что ты имел в виду. Подумаешь, ошибся. Отпечатался на целых 5 букв.
Now that we're done, I realize that deep down, I always knew it was more.
It's over between you two?
We signed the papers last week. She left town to move in with her parents for the time being.
Ah, finally.
Well, perhaps I would... I truly... But on the bright side, I love you with...
Evgeny, this is all so sudden.
Of course, silly me. I under...
Thank you. Good night,
Good night.
Главное уже закрыть эти квесты, честно говоря, они надоели тут вот висеть. Вставай, Тразин, у тебя гробница Афромеханикус угоняет. Не горзи, ежного империум, попивая амосеку себя в секторе. Ты еще вторую часть Механикус не видел. Ты там бы от кринжа вообще бы помер. Там вообще женщины некроны наступают.
Lisa, dear.
I was wondering...
Of course, my dear.
Ну, благо миниатюрки с женскими некронами не будут выпускать. Как в том меме. Что ты хотел написать на доске? Я беда. А что получилось? Долбоёб. Да. Это учительница по русскому языку во 2 классе. Она так про одного мальчика говорила, что он в слове колбаса может допустить 6 ошибок. F G A G F D F G A G F C Е. Давай пробовать. F G A G F D F G A G F C E. А, я настолько круто выполнила, что у меня игра забаговалась. Найс.
Lisa, dear.
I was wondering...
Of course,
И почему мне это не засчиталось? Ну вот, 100%. Почему фейл? Чё? Чё в этой игре творится? Ой, бля. Не, блядь, просто эти разработчики кривые, блядь, уюпанные. Простейшие игры уже не умеют делать.
Anastasia,
Да.
Listen, as of yet, or him, forgive what?
Ну ладно, давай так.
I take it that my, but I can't.
that certainly does. Why don't...
Блять, почему я тут начинаю? Были в одном месте, переносят в другом месте.
I missed you.
I was wondering if I...
Of course, my dear.
Или что? Или вы сейчас скажете, что это тоже зафейлился?
There you go. Slow and steady. You have the fingers of a true pianist. So long and thin. You keep impressing me, Lizaveta. You might be one of my fastest learners yet. Now, Lisa, dear.
20 нужно? Ебать копать.
So good to...
Ну и говно, честно говоря. Не хочу я выполнить этот квест. От слова совсем. Нет, даже если сейчас книжку начну читать, книжки. Это 3. Это будет 18. То есть я, наверное, по-любому не смогу вложиться. Ну, хотя посмотрим.
It's too dark. Something seems off about the doctor. I should check in on him. Is everything all right?
If my heart could still beat, you would have just silenced it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I just wanted to tell you that I'm done with my current tasks, and... Is that blood on your face?
Huh? Oh, I must have not noticed.
Doctor, your pupils, they're so dilated.
Pupils. Мне нравится, да, что pupils это и ученики, И эти, как его? Бля, как это на русском? Ну, в глазах которые. Ёб ты ж налево, я забыла.
Is that right? And what business is it of yours?
I just wanted to see if you needed help is all.
I'm sorry, Lisa. You're right. I haven't been myself for quite some time.
О, зрачки, да.
What's wrong, Doctor?
Can I be candid with you?
Of course.
I tried to ignore this long enough, but as a man of reason, I think it's time I faced the facts. I fear that I've become what I resented most. It's harder to say out loud than I imagined.
You're addicted to blood, aren't you?
Is it that obvious?
Well, I've seen my fair share of addictions, so my eyes may be sharper than others, but there certainly were some signs.
Every night I feel my control slipping, bit by bit. I'm still holding on to myself, but in my nightmares, I can already see myself as one of the feral. I simply cannot imagine a worse fate.
How did it come to this? You always seemed so cautious, so level-headed.
It's the damned research. More specifically, the part that is on the Countess's end of the deal. In order to separate the active elements that give vampires powers, I need to sample the results. Regrettably, they turned out much more addictive than I had anticipated.
In that case, there's no other way around it. You have to end this deal before you reach the point of no return.
It's not that simple. If I stop now, the Countess will pull the funding. Without it, I won't be able to finish what I started. Creating non-addictive Cabernet. That has to be my legacy. Without it, my life will have no meaning. Lisa, I hate to put such a weight upon you, but if I'm honest, you're the only person I can trust. And I'm afraid at this point, that includes myself. What do you think I should do?
100 монет предложить. Давай, спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи, приятных снов. И этот... Смотри, что там. Магнитные бури сильно на тебя не влияли. Ну и чтоб тебе во сне приснился борщ. Все, теперь можешь идти.
If the main issue was funding, would you be able to get out of the deal with the Countess if you found another source?
In theory, I suppose that's possible. But I doubt anyone besides her would be able to subsidize this kind of work.
What if I told you I might have enough money to fund your research?
You do?
I believe so. I certainly have enough to at least get us started. This way, you can work on what can actually benefit both vampires and humans, without risking your own life.
I have no words. You'd really do that for me.
For everyone, Doctor.
I can't begin to tell you how much this means to me, Lisa. I will fly to see Countess Orlova this very instant and tell her that our agreement is over.
Nothing is over.
Thank you, my dear.
Dr. What should I...
И все понятно, а мне что, не дадут, что ли, никакой ачивки за то, что мы все закончили? Ну, обычные люди покупают утяжеленное одеяло, а мы просто на магнитное поле усиливаем. Создается небольшая гравитационная аномалия, и нас просто напополам ломает. Зато спина не болит. Да, это как в этом. В Японии в игре. Там чувак тоже менял магнитное поле, чтобы хорошо поспать.
Strange, lovely.
Да, зачем ты дверь закрываешь? Может, я у Романа что-нибудь куплю? Опять у нас нагло украли. Катош.
Good evening, my heart.
Если бы ты посмотрел бы Япония, ты бы сказал бы, о, это Перим. Может, как-нибудь постримить? Но это квест. Чистый такой прям квест, как типа Monkey Island. Мне кажется, она неинтересно смотреть на это. Потому что, по-моему, даже русского языка нет.
May I see what you...
Sir?
Так, и что у него есть? История. Литрача. Вот, есть. На +2, да? У меня там 5, короче. Ладно, давай.
Enjoy.
Лиза. See you.
Так, это ничего? Не, она не говорит. Ну ладно, короче, получается мне, наверное... Книжки пойду читать, так уж и быть. Я скоро запретное слово в чате поставлю на репика. И все. И все. И не будет больше никаких. Проблем. Тебе надо сохраниться. Или там есть сохранение? 1.26 есть сохранение. Тогда не буду. Да блин, хорошо, что закрывать окно это. Ну а как вас еще молодежь воспитывать? Вот так с запретами. Больше никак.
Hello, lovely.
How are you feeling, Arben? Ready to explore the graveyard?
Thanks for waiting, dear. Yes, I'm ready. Let's head out. Here we are.
So, what do we do now?
Well, I'm assuming one of those graves must be what we're looking for.
Makes sense. Let's have a look around and see if there are any matches with the riddle answer.
Озвучки не будет, да? Антонина Архиповна Ковач. Вот, Арбан, сюда.
You
Лентяй.
found it. Nice job, Lisa. But what now?
А чё вот now?
Look, Arbin, a keyhole. I think you know what to do next.
There goes my earring. Winged truth, reveal thyself. Shall we?
Let's do it.
That's the spirit, my dear.
В склеп? Окей, ладно, в склеп так склеп. Озвучки опять нету, да? Ой, тут так пыльно и грязно.
I should have brought a lantern.
I've got one right here.
Resourceful. I like it.
Зачем вампирам? Несите меня.
What do we have here?
Они разве в темноте не видят? Ну, же в темноте же видите, хорошо.
Well,
Ну?
You can see for yourself. I need some air.
Сама можешь посмотреть, меня душа. Мне нужен свежий воздух. И почему-то уходит в другую сторону.
it's a note addressed to Arbin.
Арба. Сомневаюсь, что ты помнишь меня. Ну или вспомнишь меня. Или даже о нашей встрече. Я почти тоже плохо помню. Иногда я думал, что это был плохой сон. Пока я не нашел твой портрет. После стольких лет я чувствую, я должен тебе, по меньшей мере, записи того, что я знаю о той ночи. Я был молод. Только вот сам недавно стал вампиром. И был голоден. Ну или меня мучила жажда. Был костер. Я помню, оранжевый свет сиял в твоих волосах. Я только хотел глотнуть. Извини, я почти убил тебя. Я не хотел, чтобы ты умерла. Ты была такая красивая и умная. Ты не заслуживала быть убитой таким, как я. Поэтому я превратил тебя в вампира. Я знаю, я должен был остаться, но я был напуган и туп. Извини. Даже сейчас я слишком трус, чтобы сказать тебе, чтобы поговорить с тобой. Но я следил за тобой и работал над своей смелостью. У меня был доступ к гробнице, к склепу моего друга и придумал эту загадку, чтобы дать себе больше времени. Я знаю, я должен был поговорить с тобой. Я должен был помочь тебе. Я хотел.
There's a large ink blot here, and some water stains. Tears. It continues afterwards.
Извини, я не ожидал. Я не ожидаю, что ты простишь меня. Я никогда не хотел что-либо из этого. Ну, я, короче, ну ты с тобой все равно в порядке, даже несмотря на то, что меня с тобой рядом не было. Я рад, я очень рад.
The writing is getting messier and messier.
Извини, если ты читаешь это письмо, значит мой план не сработал. Я должен был быть тут и встретить тебя, но каждый день становится все сложнее и сложнее. Хенбиш? Хенбиш. Это надо проверить Арбан. Что у них озвучка сбивается?
You're all ready to go then?
I'm sorry. That was...
Don't be. I should have known it was pointless. I already knew he was a coward from the moment he ran away. Why would that have changed? But to go and just... You know what, lovely? I think we earned a drink. Would you care to join me?
I'd better not.
Suit yourself. I'll see you around.
Да.
Rest in peace.
Ёб твою ж налево, я ж не открывала, я хочу дверь. О, приехал.
Lizaveta?
Dr. Volkov, I'd like to ask about my... It was...
That is...
But...
Lisa, as your sire, However, I can't.
All right.
Trust me. I will tell... I hope that is...
Well... It must...
I suppose, in a way, I have it as well as...
What do you...
Ah! Tell the humans it's a...
Huh. It must...
I suppose, in a way, I have in as well as...
What do you do?
Ah! Tell the humans it's a snake.
Huh. I was...
Oh, I know some of us don't like...
Oh,
Oh, well...
your dog
Yeah, didn't forget.
doesn't seem like he wants to... I'm quite...
There's a general... Make yourself at...
Thank you. What should I...
Да я уже, честно говоря, не знаю. Что у меня там? Да я по календарю еще успеваю.
Hey, Arbin. How are you? After... everything.
I'm just fine, lovely. You know, regardless of the reason, I'm glad I came to this town. And one way or another, I got what I was looking for. I feel... free. I don't know what the future holds, but for now at least, I'm content. If you ever need me, lovely, you know where to find me.
Все, пошли даже книжки читать. Да, 20 есть у меня.
I missed you so.
Давай.
I think I'm ready for the next piece.
Wonderful. Remember, I did warn you, this is a tricky one. Don't be too upset if you don't get it right away.
Смотрите. D, F, C, G, D, F, C, G, 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 A, E, F. Ну, не знаю, давай. D, F.
That's not right.
Ой, быстро она.
Learning from errors is just as important as playing correctly. Don't worry, you'll get there.
D, F, C, D. Ну я не успеваю. G, G, A, F. У меня мышка даже просто так не крутит. Можно, короче, тут поставить, то есть это D, там, например, F, C. D. Чё? А почему у меня? D. Ну они же нажимаются. Что за бред какой-то? Обязательно кнопками, что ли? D, F, C, G. Боже, какой идиотизм. Давай. D, F, C, G. D, F, C, G, D, F, C, G, 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 A, E, F.
Brava! Lisa! I knew you had talent straight away. But honestly, you exceeded all my expectations.
Oh, you flatter me.
No, I'm serious. I think at this point you might need another teacher. Please, feel free to stay and practice though. You're still always welcome to play here, of course. Who could resist looking at your beautiful fingers touching the ivory? Excuse me.
Well, that would be a real shame. I was hoping you enjoyed looking at them.
They do. I couldn't help but notice when I directed your hand on the keyboard. Well, I must run. There's an errand I have to attend to that I completely forgot about. Please, feel free to stay and practice.
An errand? At this time of night?
Yes, it's a late errand. I'll see you soon. I hope.
You most certainly will, my dear.
Seeing your face. Good night.
Nice evening, isn't it?
Long time no see.
Can I talk?
Sure. So what did you... Long time no see.
Are you
Oh, I'm...
still?
Maybe he is right. No regrets. I was just...
Do you mind if I ask you something personal?
Что такое?
Hey, would you maybe like to get a drink sometime? Just the two of us?
Of course. A girl... Who knows? Maybe...
Yeah. Can I buy...
Thanks, Lisa.
To the hard-working people of the town.
To the people.
Ну, короче,
Ah, my face. Coming right up.
ну, короче говоря, все бессмысленно. Мы все возможно, что возможно, я прошла. Это я не могу, это сразу фейл. Из-за вот этого, блять, одно из того, что я забыла. Это вообще непонятно, что. И это главный квест. Остальное все. Вот оно так. У меня есть еще время почитать книжки, например. Что можно почитать? Достоевский. Ну да. Ну, я просто не знаю, что делать больше.
You're looking. Look what I've got for you. Just listen to that purr. I can't go out there like this.
Почитаем Достоевского. Ой, Франкенштейн. Ну, хотя бы из того, что есть.
You're looking. Well, hello there. I can't go out.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Dr. Vol.
Ну, больше ничего не говорить. Я не знаю, может, он потом будет говорить. Позже. Так. Простите. Если можно посмотреть, какие еще книжки я-то не читала.
Good evening,
May I see?
sir.
О, нифига себе. Тут просто дохерища. Герои нашего времени. Еще помнить, что у меня что. Что у меня что. Литрича. Вот, кстати, этот есть. Politics. О, на 3 Politics.
Hope you enjoy it.
Не, ну понятно, что это не конец игры еще. Так, этот. Я не знаю, что насчет Анастасии делать.
That music. It's beautiful. I want to get a closer look. Anastasia is so talented. The music sounds like it's coming from her very soul. She seems so into the music.
Damn it.
Shh, it's just me.
Goodness. Lisa. I almost fell off. What are you doing here?
I just couldn't help but come up to listen to your beautiful music. I'm sorry I startled you so. I just didn't want to distract you.
It's all right. It was worth it. Well, I suppose I should get back to my creative plight.
Something the matter?
I can't finish this song.
Is it one of your own?
Yes, but every time I try to come up with an ending, nothing seems to work. It all sounds too composed.
Нифига себе.
Isn't that what you're doing, though?
Well, yes, of course. But that's not how it should sound. Music should feel natural, effortless, not manufactured.
It's been a while since you last composed something, hasn't it?
Yes. For ages I've not really had the time or the motivation.
So, why are you doing it now?
Well, in no small part, because of your support, Lisa. Let's look at the facts. What do I have in this life? A drunk husband who squanders any earnings he makes from his poetry, and a house that is more like a cavernous tomb.
Is that really how you see the sum of your life?
What else is there?
Your music. You should show the world your talent. What I just listened to was beautiful and filled with emotion. It'd be a shame if you deprived the world of that.
You really believe that?
I do. And so should you.
And without Evgeny, it's not like I have anything holding me back. Thank you, Lisa. You've helped me put my life back into perspective. I will not forget it. I have a lot to think about now.
I hope you don't mind.
I think I've wanted this for even longer. It's getting chilly up here. We best head downstairs.
It's true.
already?
I'm afraid so. But I will see you soon, darling.
Can't be soon enough.
Ну, теперь точно все. Да? Да, жаль вот это, конечно. Забыла. Забыла. Все, погнали.
Ah, were you waiting for me? There.
Все. Какие-то переигрывания или еще что-то. Сейчас только доктора проверим.
To what do I owe?
I used to feel safe inside a church. It's a strange feeling. Evening. Could you take me?
Of course, my lady.
Perfect. Let's head out. Thank you kindly. Victoria knows something about what happened at the rally.
Ну, у меня плюс-минус со всеми... Ну, не плюс-минус, у меня со всеми
I
хорошие
have to
отношения.
get to the bottom of it, or I'll never find Kolya. Looks like the Countess is not expecting guests today. Eerie to be inside this room again, alone.
Lise, are you spying on us or here to steal? Either way, you're coming with me to...
Чё?
Eerie to be inside this room again, alone. Lock.
А чё, блядь, нужно сделать? Я не могу, блядь, понять. Куда, блядь, куда убегать? Или это типа так задумано? А если так задумать, нахуй туда писать вот эту самую рисковую? Можно что сделать? Можно превратиться?
Eerie to be inside this room again, alone.
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
All I know is that the Countess is not going to pat you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. Bad business at that. Now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Fine. You know this game is rigged, and it won't last forever.
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use to find out the truth. Locked. Locked. I so hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again. Eerie. It's hard to say without... Could it be the same girl from the first...
Я могу на всякий случай.
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this. It's a note. There's a lot. The right.
Two, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping her change here, I'll never know.
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look, shall we? Huh, a tiny key. What could something like this open around here? And some more money. Nobody here learns their lessons, do they? Why did she stop? Of course, a hidden safe.
Lise, are you spying on us or here to steal?
Блин, а я могу, например...
too far. Why the old...
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a... Huh. And some more. Nobody... Why did she stop? Of course. A hidden safe. Hello? Can anybody hear me? I don't think that there are any keyholes in the frame. That key must be for something else. There must be some way for me to open it. Think, Lise. This cell wouldn't wish waking up here on my...
Тут вроде бы что-то заперто же было.
The key fits. I was curious about what's inside from the start. A sheet of paper. I have to admit that's a little disappointing. What does it say?
Так. Да, все включено. Сначала мой первый дом, такой темный и чужой. Кокон для моей хрупкого переходного состояния. Затем инструменты моего образования. Твердые, жестокие. И последнее дар венчает мою корону.
Is this a riddle? What could it mean? It won't budge. How did Victoria do it? That riddle from the note I found earlier. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first touch the...
Что-то там про темное место, как мой кокон. Ну, вряд ли это голова. А что там за бэкграунд, вообще непонятно. Тут-то и нет.
Then I should tap the...
Потом что-то там про жесткие, жестокие. Я поняла. Ну это легко. Это мама, папа и дочка.
Finally, That's it. It worked. So, what do we have here? This envelope looks just like the one I, took from the Skortsov house. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall's sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. Wait, what's this? It has Kolya's name written on it. Deceased? No.
Что?
That can't be. It also lists Gosha as deceased, and I just spoke with her. They can't be dead.
Почему тут в игре так быстро промат? Я даже не успеваю прочитать.
There's also some sort of chart here. A pearl necklace, but it's quite dull and yellow. It must be incredibly old, yet somehow looks so familiar. I don't know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to Town Hall. I need to head there right now and get to the bottom of this.
А как она меня увидела?
You were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people. I saw you closing the safe. What the hell are you doing here?
I know you bribed the shooter. Because of you, innocent people got arrested.
How did you? You know what? It doesn't matter. You should know by now to keep your nose out of other people's business. You better start talking.
Over there!
What are you...
Better latch the door before she gets here. There. She won't be getting through this.
Let me out. Let me out right now.
Пошла нахер.
I don't think so.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
My coffin isn't here. You will let me out by sunrise, right? Right?
А есть смысл оставлять тело живых? А ну? О. Мне прям интересно. Просто если это бессмысленно, то я даже не хочу туда стараться. Блин, даже не знаю. Что с этой женщиной делать? Жалко как-то с одной стороны.
Ooh, I doubt that. Sorry. But sure hope you have a good night.
You bitch!
Ибо нехуй. Давай мы все-таки.
Locked. I must get to the town hall as soon as possible, please.
At your service. Go, Marta.
Thank you, Trophine. For your trouble.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, just one last thing. Never mind, actually.
Goodbye,
Да,
my
блядь,
lady.
ну сколько можно?
Thank you, Trophime. For your trouble.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, just one last thing.
И хер его знает на самом-то деле. Где это Виктория? У нас есть с ней очень плохие отношения. Да ладно.
I kind of left Victoria locked in the basement. Would you be a dear and let her out before sunrise?
Of course. Goodbye, my lady. Go, Marta.
Locked. Yvonne?
Oh, it's you again.
What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask the same of you. But I won't, as I respect the privacy of my fellow citizen. I hope the same courtesy can be extended to my person.
Where is Gosha?
I don't have the foggiest idea. Haven't seen her since yesterday.
That's strange. I barely remember seeing you two apart.
We didn't leave on the greatest terms. Perhaps she took our fight to heart. You know how you ladies are.
Us ladies?
I meant passionate people.
Right. I know about the bomb.
Really? And what are your thoughts?
Нигилизма не хватает. Почему это нигилизм? Я, кстати, нигилизм вообще никуда не ползет.
Well, it depends. What exactly is your plan here, Yvonne?
You're a doctor, Lisa, aren't you? Must have been hard to earn your degree, especially as a woman. All the science you had to learn, books you had to read, exams to pass. You must be very gifted. I myself was never a gifted child, if you can believe it. I was never good at arithmetic, or physics, or chemistry. I struggled with the subjects until I realized that personality, innate charisma, could be an even greater gift. That changed a lot of things.
Каждому что нравится, тем и занимается. Пусть тебе, наверное, не хотел заниматься. Учиться, вот и все.
That's interesting.
Turns out, it gets more interesting. The most important lesson I learned was that people are scared of their own incompetence. It only takes a few careful words to begin leading them down the right path. If you speak with conviction, with righteousness, people will believe you. People will follow you without question. No matter the trials, no matter the cost. Well, most will. People like Gosha occasionally create complications. but no matter. All I need to do now is provide that initial spark of action.
But the people trust you. Are they really so expendable to you?
Unlike the thieves and murderers in the town hall, I know exactly what people need. I'm also the one who's willing to do what is necessary to provide it. It's as simple as that. All the vision, all the hope in the world is nothing without clear action, unburdened by lesser worries. Before the sun rises, justice will be served for the common folk at last. Say, you've been a useful asset to the cause. When that kid, your brother, went missing, I thought we'd never see that package.
I should go. Kolya needs me.
I still hope you'll come for the show before the sun rises. No one wants to miss out on the day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning. That can't be good. Now, to search the town hall. No more distractions.
Ебанько, что с него взять?
Unlocked. Perfect. Looks like someone is still here. The mayor must be working late. Good. Time to answer some questions. Countess Orlova?
Lise, darling, is that you? I was just finishing up some work. I certainly didn't expect to see you here. Do you have a form to file for the city head's attention?
Something like that.
Well, I'm afraid all the bureaucrats are already gone. No one's putting in the work nowadays, you see. Banker's hours.
No one wants to work these days.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
А мы ящик Драгомира больше увидим или что? Или где?
The whole country daydreams about getting plastered in the evening and then leaves with the first whistle. And then they wonder why the economy's going pear-shaped and the country is in pig's shit. But I digress. What brings you here tonight, darling?
Да, литературы надо было больше.
You know exactly what I'm doing.
I haven't got a clue. Whatever do you mean, darling?
What I meant is, I'm looking for my brother. He's been missing since his arrest the other day.
Your brother? You are aware, of course, that vampires are forbidden to get in touch with their living families.
I am. But you must understand, his life is in danger. I have to help him.
You shouldn't be telling anyone this. This is cause for serious punishment. Well, dear, I was just about to head out. There's always more business to take care of, isn't there? Hope you find your brother.
А я могу поставить?
Locked, as expected.
Короче, она по-любому выбора вообще не дает.
Look. Countess or
Lise. I was just... Do you have some... Well, I'm... No one...
No.
Oh, the whole... And then...
I'm looking for my brother. He's been missing since his arrest the other day.
Your brother? You are... All right, let's put that aside for a moment. What made you think to come here?
I figured if anyone knows where they may have taken the arrested, it would be the mayor.
Makes sense. Well, dear, I was just about to head out. There's always more business to take. Hope you find your brother.
The Countess was just holding that. Anna Karenina. There must have been a reason why the Countess was holding this, right? Wait, there are some odd markings in here.
Vengeance is my. Месть. Моя месть. Я отомщу. Часть первая. Все счастливые семьи похожи. Все несчастные семьи похожи в своем каком-то смысле. Все пребывали в каком-то вот типа положении в доме Облонский. Жена выучила, что ее муж... узнал, что ее муж имеет интрижку с их бывшей французской гувернессой. Гувернесса, по-моему, так же переводится, да? Гувернантка, боже мой, господи. И она сказала своему мужу, что больше не может жить с ним под одной крышей. Данная ситуация длилась 3 дня, уже длится 3 дня. И болезненно отзывалась на самой паре, а также на их семье и на членов, окружения. Вся семья и прочие чувствовали, что нет причины их склокам, и что какие-то случайные незнакомцы в отеле были больше близки друг к другу, чем они. Семья и окружающие, Облонских. Жена не покидала свои покои. Муж не был дома 3 дня подряд. Дети бегали по всему дому, как будто они были потеряны. Английская гувернантка подцапалась с домработницей и написала записку своему другу, попрося найти ей новое место. Повар, свалил вчера, прямо посередине ланча, обеда, то есть. А кухарка и извозчик попросили свои финальные зарплаты. Николина Янкович, Андрей Дворок убит. Филипп Гутник, Демьян Калинин убит. Паразиты, так и написано. Иностранцы Рафаэль Алтер, Джолюнай Намли убит. Марта Зибрак, Анатолий Сорока убит. Ростислав Мясковский. Диссиденты. Коля Морозов убит. Гоша Милсарек убита. Бойко Миланович живой.
Kolya and Goshar document a lot of these seem... These look like purchase orders.
Ну, сохраниться с этим можно.
This is to commemorate Savelli's first day in office. It must have been around the same time I was turned into a vampire. Time flies. Savelli doesn't seem like the kind of man who would drink at work, yet these shot glasses are always here. Strange. Why don't I borrow them for a spell? Savelli's scales. Wonder what he needs them for. I can't move them. The scales are built into the table. They must be a part of some mechanism. Let's see. There. Something clicked. That must have been part of the puzzle. Stability. Huh. Clever.
Я ж думала, там у нас будет.
Quite an antique. Must have been here for ages.
Что, надо воду добавлять, выравнивать.
The man in the painting was one of the town's first government officials back in the 14th century. Don't know what's more shocking. How much has changed since then, or how much hasn't. What a beautiful dog. Makes me a little sad that he isn't alive anymore. The colors and decorations of the room are different, but it looks so similar to this one. If the man in this painting is an old city head, he probably posed for it right in here. Could it be? If that's true, then there's probably a door behind that bookcase.
Сейчас сохранимся. Там непонятно, что нас ждет.
The hints from Anna Karenina must be leading to this. Some of these books are decoys. Which books should I pull? And in what order?
Капитанская дочка, герой нашего времени, Фауст, трагедия, счастливая мельница. Там же были какие-то отметины. Я что-то не обратила внимания. Что-то chapter 1. Что-то, по-моему, про family.
No. There must have been a Wait.
Панс? О, первое П. Ю. А, это push. Кин. О, боже мой, надо записать, я не запомню. Пушкин. The net. Надям. Что? Надем. Надем? А ну. TH. А, Е даже. А, это Д. Я так понимаю, двойная это типа новое слово, да? Ну, заглавное. ТЗ над Е мо на П Е R S appears чего? Потом снова The I R вот это вот there это что, Е? Оно считается или не считается? Мне кажется, не считается. R D T H E I and I N N большой буквы L A S T A S Ен S I T S I T I V C Y N I C.
Which books should I pull?
Идет сначала. Ой, блядь, а зачем он это? Ты зачем это перевел? Ну, капитанская дочка, это же Пушкин же, нет? А что это за Лаки Мил? Да, фаус последний получается. Сначала это. Я не знаю, что такое залакимил. Что это за книжка даже? Даже вспомнить не могу. Счастливая мельница? А кто написал-то? Ион Славичи. Вообще впервые слышу. Какой-то мельницы счастливый. Это кого-то The In, как этот.
No.
Ну, давай тогда сейчас по-другому.
Which books? No.
Давай еще раз смотреть.
There must have been a reason. Wait.
Ой, слышь, налево.
There must have. Wait. There are some odd
Ну, это точно. Капитанская дочь это Пушкин. Потому что по-любому первый идет Пушкин. И последний это точно Фауст. Ну, я что-то поменяла, и оно вообще никак не работает. А Фауст у нас вообще о чем? Мефистофель. Все, я вспомнила. Хотя, может быть, тогда и не последний Фауст идет. Может, Фауст даже второй идет. Счастливую мельницу я такого не слышала вообще даже. Ой. XIX век. Счастливая мельница. Теперь давайте посмотрим. Пушкин, появление на демона. Ну, первый это по-любому.
Which books should I pull?
Это вообще даже. Второе. Демон. The Demon Appears. Это получается только что мы прочитаем Фауст, да? Который с Мефистофелем там что-то. Все-таки второй идет. The Third In. Третье этот. Это, видимо, про счастливую мельницу. Ну, там же что-то он зашел. Ну, так-то что я прочитала краткое содержание. Что-то там про Трансильванию. Хер его знает. О. На. Не зря книжки читаю.
I'm guessing this isn't where he keeps his winter clothes. Let's see where it takes me. If someone told me about this, I would have called them a liar. Goodness. No matter. No way but forward. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Oh my god.
What fresh hell is all this? Why is there a hidden prison underneath the town hall? This must have been what the construction bills were for. Hello? What did they put you in here for?
Shh, don't hear us! Go away, we don't want any trouble!
How are you holding up, lazy bastards? Don't mind me, folks. Keep to your business. Ha!
Oh my god! Kolya? Kolya? Kolya, can you hear me?
Lise? What are you doing here? How did you find me?
It doesn't matter. I came to rescue you. What did they do to you?
Nothing they didn't do to the others. But my old wound from the rally never quite seemed to heal.
Let me take a look. The wound is terribly infected. He must have sepsis. He won't last through the night.
That bad, huh? At least they didn't throw me to the lower level. Whatever it is they do down there, I never want to know. I think they treat me better than some since you gave them some coin back then. Thank you.
Don't even mention it. Those greedy bastards. At this stage, and in this place, there's only one way I can save him. I need to turn him. For that, he must drink some of my blood. But will he even agree to it? Do I even want this life for him? Dr. Volkov once explained to me how to turn people. Kolya, listen to me carefully. You're in bad shape, but I know a way to save you. Look, I know this doesn't make any sense, but...
I don't need to know. Whatever you ask me, I'll do it. I trust you, Lise.
That means everything. All right. I'll have to bite you, then feed you some of my blood. But first, I'll do something to help make the pain go away. Ready?
Ready.
Hush now, the sun's gone to
И сейчас не
sleep.
срабатывает.
Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awaken, and the light will wait. He's in a trance. I should perform the ritual, or he will be gone forever. He should be safe for now. At least as much as it's possible under the circumstances. I can't stop now. I need to understand what's going on. Demian? Are you alright? Why are you here?
I wish I knew. They raided our village the other night.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
They grabbed some of us from our homes, put us in shackles, and brought us down here one by one. Kept calling us parasites. Bastards. If they didn't put those chains on me.
Did they take Marusa too?
That's the thing. They only wanted a handful of people. They knew where we lived and called us by name. Marusa wasn't on the list.
Parasites. Just like on the list I found in the safe. Do you think it's possible they targeted the unemployed in your village?
Now that I think about it, all of us here haven't worked the fields in a little while. Could it be... Is that why they locked us up?
I'm not sure yet. Let me investigate a little more.
Lisa, be careful there, please. I saw some people taken there. Nobody came back yet.
Thank you.
И... Hey.
No! I don't want to go! Where are you taking me?
You'll just have to see for yourself.
Please! Let me go!
Sorry, pal. It's not up to me. I don't make the decisions.
Not up to me. Please, I'm begging you. Let her stay.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, Mom. It's not up to me. I'm just doing my job. Come on, Miss Morozova. Let's hurry this up. Country's orders.
Let go! Let go of me! She will get better, I promise. She knows all the treatments. She's a doctor herself.
Right. Well then, she can cure herself where she's going.
Alexei, do something.
What?
what's going on here?
Come on, let's head out.
Gosha? Are you all right? What happened?
Lise, I can't believe it's really you. Listen, what happens in here? It isn't meant for human beings.
How did they find you? Yvonne said he saw you recently. That you two got into a fight or something?
We did. He didn't seem to care about all those people who we lost the other day. It made me question if he was the right person to lead. And I was stupid enough to tell him that.
Are you saying?
That's right. The police were still looking for me after the riot, and that smug bastard turned me in.
Can't say I'm surprised.
It's my fault for believing in him in the first place. There were so many red flags. I should have known.
Don't blame yourself, Gosha. You only wanted what's best for the people. That son of a bitch is to blame for all that.
On the bright side, at least I know where everybody is now. Or at least was. Silver linings, huh?
Just stay put. I'll try to get you out of here.
Thank you. Just be careful. These people, they aren't joking around here. If you don't make it back here for us, I'm not going to blame you.
И что, мы тупо постоянно вниз будем спускаться, что ли? Why? People tend to die. Surprise of suicide. Почему мертвого? У меня с ней было вообще отличное отношение, чуть ли не под 100, теперь natural. Как эта фигня вообще работает?
Snake. It's the same symbol as on those documents. My God! The stench! I'd be sick right now if it was biologically possible. I've never seen anything like this. Is that... They skinned them? Why the hell would someone do this? I need to get out of this room right now.
Почему?
Oh, such rancid blood. Not even the worst of us would dare try to consume this.
Куда ты идешь? И идет она. Почему нельзя было просто с краешку подойти посмотреть?
This place. This monstrous place. It's so familiar. No. So similar. Similar to that room from before. I don't feel so good.
This is where we keep them, Doctor. Are you sure you want to proceed? Goes without saying, but it isn't safe.
Quite sure, my boy. They are still people. They deserve some compassion.
Of course. Well, if you don't mind,
Yes, yes. I'll take it from here.
Thank you. Good luck.
Goodness. My name is Dr. Volkov. I am volunteering here for the next few days. Is anyone up and ready for an examination?
Doctor, over here.
Evening, young lady. When was your last checkup?
It's not for me. The woman on the next cot, she doesn't speak the language.
You sure are burning up yourself.
Nothing to do about that. Not anymore.
And what makes you think so?
Cholera wasn't treated in time. Kidneys are now affected, so the truth is, in a place like this, I'm afraid I don't have long. But she still has a chance, though, if you act quickly.
Is that so? How do you figure?
She has dysentery and needs intravenous therapy right away. We haven't had a doctor here in days. I tried to tell the nurses, but no one will touch us. There's not much time left, Doctor. Just see for yourself.
Let me take a look. Let's see. She's certainly malnourished. High fever. Now, where is...
There's no chart. They don't bother to keep records for us here. But she's often nauseated and there's blood in her liquids. Don't ask how I know that.
I see. In that case, I believe you're absolutely right. We shouldn't lose any time. Nurse, prepare an intravenous drip right away. Please and thank you.
И никто не придет.
Excuse me, miss... Sorry, what was your name again?
Lise. Morozova. How is she?
Well, the patient is still resting, but I think it's fair to say she'll be all right.
Good.
Where did you learn all this, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a doctor as well. Just graduated from the medical academy.
That's quite impressive.
Thanks. All the good it did me. You're that traveling doctor people in town were talking about, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Listen, Miss Morozova, how would you like to be my assistant? It happens so that I just got an opening at my practice, and I'd hate for this...
Oh, doctor. Why would you tease me about something like that now? You and I both know I'm not getting out of here alive. In a different life, perhaps?
Perhaps it could be.
Ну, ты, конечно, нашла, мать, время, когда вспоминать.
So that's how it happened. Dr. Volkov must have also been the one who brought my things from home, too. No time. No time for any of this. I need to press on.
Вот именно.
Those poor creatures. Their necks seem to be hooked up to some type of machine. Always draining, but not quite killing. This equipment is not unlike what's in the doctor's study. Purchase orders for Cabernet and meat. This...
Got you, you little weasel.
А, ну конечно, да, точно, блядь, сохранение. И опять это все заново смотреть, это вообще сука, шиза.
What? This... It's... I don't... This is it.
What did I say? What did I just say, Tamara? That's right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours. The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you? I suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
What in God's name is happening here?
I beg your pardon? Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
Не хватает нигилизма.
Why aren't you saying anything? See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment. Isn't that what science is all about?
You're not wrong. Why don't you tell me more about this system of yours?
It would be my pleasure. As you know, I care deeply about my fellow man, my neighbors, those working so hard just to get by. During my early years in government, oh Lord, this takes me back. One of my responsibilities was to pay visits to officials in different provinces. I met people from all around the country, from all kinds of backgrounds and all sorts of trades. It didn't take me even 2 months to realize that everything was rotten, inside and out, chaotic, in complete disarray. Every little town was exactly the same. Hospitals shamefully understaffed, roads ridden with potholes, good people suffering in poverty and drowning in drink, and no one did anything about it. No one even cared. They were too busy lining their own pockets. Police and most of my colleagues, all corrupt to the bone. Bureaucracy stopping any feeble attempts to take action. It made me boil with anger, Lisa. Livid. I swore to myself that once I rose up, I would get rid of the chaos that is our country. That I would turn it around. Help my good fellow citizens.
Как оно с другим связано?
Design a system.
And what system would that be?
Since I've become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
Willing people?
That's right. Honest, hard-working people. And that's exactly where the system comes in. You're a smart young lady. You must understand that money doesn't come out of nowhere. Say, a building needs to be fixed. You need to take the money out of the town's budget. But it's all been squandered or stolen by your predecessors. Ultimately, nothing gets done. Frustrating, isn't it? But what if there was a whole demographic of consumers in constant need of expensive liquid product?
Cabernet.
Exactly. I learned about the existence of vampires once I climbed high enough as a government official. It's not that big of a mystery as long as you have the right connections, you know. It's shocking that your species, some centuries old I might note, was sitting on a gold mine, but had no clue how to adapt it to the modern world. It took me 5 minutes talking with the Countess to put 2 and 2 together. By producing Cabernet, she managed to make enough coin to run her estate, but she completely missed out on a bigger opportunity.
And what exactly is that opportunity?
The old crone drained using archaic techniques. Her manus cells only offering space for a few. But you and I, Lise, we know that we live in a burgeoning age of industry, of endless production possibilities. Moreover, she only made Cabernet from those of noble birth, foolishly thinking their blood was purer. But you and I, Lise, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth. My operation quadrupled turnover by draining lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Lise. You, me, the good townspeople, the deserving citizens of our country.
Вот даже не знаю. Сейчас скажешь что-нибудь плохое. Убьет меня.
You're out of your mind. This is barbaric.
My system solves 2 problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin, and it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately, the Countess managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. I didn't mean to bring it up, but if a certain someone didn't steal my private correspondence, I would have made a much better deal. All the profits would have gone into the town's budget, and our fellow citizens would be better off. But like they say, water under the bridge. A good politician knows how to work within limitations. In any case, Miss Morozova, I do apologize. I bent your ear for far too long. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
I came to free my brother. He was arrested on the day of the rally. All he wanted was to help his country. He doesn't deserve to be a part of this nightmare.
It's clear that you and I don't see eye to eye on everything. But then again, you need to hear different perspectives to run a town, don't you? And I do owe you for your help with the documents, even if unintentional. Your brother shall be released effective immediately. That is my gift to you. It goes without saying, of course, but no one can know about what happens down here. The system is not for everyone to comprehend. Some just have to reap the benefits of the machine without knowing how it works. So, what do you say?
Я не понимаю.
Even if it's for the sake of the greater good, I just can't be a part of this. What's going on here has to stop.
Lise, You're breaking my heart. Well, I'm truly sorry we couldn't make a deal. Before you go, I've always loved that old counting rhyme. Do you know it? How does it go again? Crescent came out of the fog, took a knife out of his pocket. I will cut and I will hit.
Чё стоит его слушать?
Either way you will
Он же тебя
it.
программируешь. Ай, тупая женщина.
What happened?
Oh, you're up.
Where are all my things?
Mayor Skortsov ordered to lock you up, I'm afraid. All your property has been confiscated.
That bastard.
You're the first vampire I've guarded, you know? Fascinating stuff.
What an honor. It's full of fresh blood. This would last me a while, only I can't bear to drink it, knowing where it comes from.
А ты чё, не можешь пролететь через вот эту решетку, что ли? Ты... Боже мой, она еще залагала.
My coffin. He must have ordered it to... How long this...
By the sound of it, you're in for the long haul. Nothing personal, miss.
Чё от меня хотели, непонятно. О, Драгомир, походу, пришел.
Dragomir.
In a cage yet again. Have you learned no lessons?
I thought I wouldn't get to see you again.
It takes more than a little jape to vanquish a presence like mine. You betrayed my trust once before. I do not hold it against you. While I rested, I hoped you would find your own path. Nonetheless, looking at your soul once more, I recognize that all this time I was wrong about you. I once gave you a chance when you were trapped. But instead of a fearsome beast, you became a mewling kitten.
What's wrong with cats?
If only you listened to me, you could have become the maker of history, the master of rulers, the forger of destinies. Instead, you will stay here forever, imprisoned by a mortal fool. Let this be a lesson to you. So much potential wasted. Pity.
Hello. We've met before, haven't we?
Couldn't say. I meet a lot of people in my line of work.
You used to guard the way to Savelli's office.
I think I remember you. You were with that lady with the scar, weren't you?
Yes, exactly. My name's Lise.
Luca.
So they've put you all the way down here now.
I've been promoted.
Right. Promoted. Of course. How did you end up working here, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been working at Town Hall for decades. Seen my share of mayors pass through.
And how does Savelli compare to the rest of them?
Well, at least he doesn't drink, doesn't steal. That's a first, I'll tell you. The town seems to flourish.
True, but what about all this? Hundreds of innocent people abducted and tortured.
Our people need a firm hand, you know? Besides, they say the people down here are no use to anybody. No offense.
None taken. So, how do you feel about the work?
I could do without the blood, if I'm honest. And the people's screams. I don't even want to think about that.
Then why do you keep doing it?
One day, I was notified that I was promoted. I was pleased. Could use an extra coin or two. They didn't tell me much. Just ordered me to go down the stairs.
And then what happened?
When I saw all this for the first time, I was horrified, of course, but once they bring you here, there's no way back. If I tell anyone what happens in this place, they'll just drag me back down. Only, I'll be on the other side of the bars. I've got a family that depends on me. I can't abandon them. I'm afraid this is my life now.
I have to get out of here, and I think Luca might be able to help. If I can just make him trust me a little more, perhaps I can enchant him. Of course, there are always other ways. Say, Luca? How are you enjoying War and Peace?
Have you read it?
Of course. I'm a physician, and Tolstoy often reflects on the ethics of my trade, and upon life and death. A man can own nothing while he is afraid of death, and to those who don't fear her belongs everything.
Huh. So you're a literary type as well. That's quite refreshing.
He seems to have warmed up to me. I may be able to enchant and influence him now.
Lately, I only talk with people around here due to my shift hours. They aren't the most cultured bunch.
That must feel lonely.
I don't want to complain, but all they do in their spare time is play cards and drink. I'd like to talk about something a little more interesting.
I feel like we get along just fine, Luca.
I reckon so.
And the light will await you and me. Await you.
Да, понятно. Зачем просто так вот это долго делать? Можно было одну строчку пробить и все.
Listen to me, Luca. Here's what I'd like you to do. You will unlock the door and hand me the keys. I don't have much time before they start looking. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on. But first, I need to check on Kolya.
Tell me. Tell me what happened to me. You know it, don't you?
I didn't have time to explain properly. You're a vampire now, Kolya. Just like me. But it's all right. I'll help you figure it all out and...
You had plenty of time to explain, you just chose not to. I knew that you're no spy. Of course, I didn't quite foresee this. You made me into an abomination, and you couldn't bother to tell me the truth.
You're not an abomination. It's just...
I can't trust you anymore, sister. I don't need any more of your help. Get away from me.
Kolya, without a coffin of your own, you'll die at sunrise. Please, let's just get out of here.
I said go away. I'd rather die here than follow you.
Luca! Luca! What the hell happened here?
There's no time. I have to move if I want to get out of this place. Are you sure that this is what you want?
I am.
Very well. Be safe, brother. If I turn into a bat, I may be able to avoid them.
You! Where do you think you're going?
Quick, Kolya. Move towards the door.
Блять. Ой, блять, какое ужасное управление. Она просто забаговалась, блять, в ебучих текстурах.
I don't have much...
Да я поняла, блять.
Tell me.
You
made... I can't...
Holy...
I said...
Luke...
There's no... Are you...
I am.
Very well. If I...
You! Where do you think you're going?
Quick, Kolya. Move towards the door.
А, блядь, я же могу же этот... Инвиз же.
I don't have much...
Tell me.
You
made... I can't...
Totally...
I said...
Luke...
There's no... Are you...
I am.
Very well. If I...
You! Where do you think you're going?
Как он меня в инвизе увидел?
It's her!
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look out!
I made it out! I can't believe it. Wait, what is going on out there?
Our people have been enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler, the story is always the same. Oppression, poverty, unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason. And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power. Don't trust the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies. And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite. It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
Wait!
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. The tyranny stops today. The power goes to us, the people. No regrets. What? Why didn't it explode? Gosha, you bitch! You deactivated it, didn't you?
Get the terrorists now! Don't let him get away!
Did she say there are people still inside?
Quick! We need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
Hello?
О, нифига нифига себе, какая Лиза. Где сидят этот?
Ah, and a happy New Year's Eve to you too. Of course. I'll pass it on. Thank you. No, Dr. Volkov. You gave me your word, didn't you? No work talk tonight. Only holiday joy.
Кроме брата, честно сказать, похожий на брата. И... Кирилла. Да и похуй на Кирилла тоже.
Yes. Of course helping vampires build a sun tolerance is a very important cause. But the research will still be there after the holidays. That's better. That's quite all right, Doctor. Speak soon. That man would work himself into the grave if he could. No more work tonight. I need to take my mind off it. Among other things. What's on TV?
$5000, ну нормально. Опять так же и висит, блядь. Дети за. Что у нас? Кот, наверное, умер. Надо было превратить. Все равно френдли страна. Хотя вроде бы умереть должен. Странно, конечно, очень странно.
My dear Anastasia, after the divorce with Evgeny, she changed her last name back to her maiden one, Anastasia Tsvetkovich. It's been almost a century, but it still feels like it was yesterday when we parted. I remember it so well. After years together, I confessed to you my true nature. You were startled, but compassionate, comforting, as you always were. How I wish you had accepted my offer to turn you. But you chose a mortal life over the one I have, soulless and eternal. I, in turn, was understanding too. Besides, how would you listen to your beloved choirs within churches as a vampire? Rest in peace, my love.
А в чем смысл тут сохраняться? Давай сохранимся.
I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special. It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy. For groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet. Real. Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real.
А я же не превращала его в вампира. Как он превратился в вампира?
All of Anastasia's lessons weren't in vain. I'm glad I stuck with it. With a little practice, even the least gifted student would become decent in 100 years. I may have not taken it much further than that, but I'm proud to say that many a guest has been entertained with this particular instrument. My dear pumpkin. I simply can't imagine my life without you. We made the right call turning you into a vampire cat, didn't we?
Биография кота обновилась. Да.
My dear, we made the... An appraiser friend of mine recently looked at this painting. Turns out, over the decades, it appreciated in value and is now worth a small fortune. Don't think I'll ever sell it, though. Means too much to me. I heard vampires get quite attached to their possessions as they get older. Guess I'm not immune to that.
Что-то как-то маловато для...
Home sweet home. Not a mansion, perhaps, but it's more than I ever needed.
Я думала, все-таки что-то побольше будет. Не знаю, там про других персонажей почитать.
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state. Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim. President Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget and has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well...
Fools.
Looks like your ride is here and already causing a nuisance.
О, нифига себе. Алисочка.
That bastard woke me up from such a beautiful dream.
And what was the dream?
That all the annoying drivers in the world were dead, obviously.
Right. Of course.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
You know you don't have to do this, right? Besides, it's not going anywhere. Why don't you come to the party with me tonight? Should be good fun. Arben sent us a case of that delicious vintage Cabernet.
I admit, it's very tempting, but I'm sorry. I can't. I have to do this on my own, and I have to do it now. I don't know why, but I feel that tomorrow won't be the same.
fine. You've always been a stubborn one.
Look who's talking.
You know you can call me any time, right? If you're in any trouble at all, just send a word and I'll tear them apart before they can say Happy New Year.
I bet you would. But I'll be fine, I promise. I'm pretty tough myself.
That you are.
I better get going before the car leaves without me.
Tell him if he wakes me up again, I'll curse his kin to the 5th generation.
I will. Love you, my queen.
Love you too, princess.
Роман, наверное, помер уже давно. О, нифига себе.
Getting close now.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago. Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa. Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just hadn't been ready until now. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium, even if it is at a cemetery.
Таксисты на Новый год? Это, конечно, интересно.
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
Fair enough. There you go. And here is something from Grandfather Frost on top.
Seriously? Thank you, really. Much appreciated.
Sure thing. Happy New Year's Eve.
You too. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is, well, it's a bit of a hole. No offense.
None taken. Trust me, I know. Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
Well, good luck. And hey, if you need a ride back, just call this number.
Thank you.
Так у меня все осталось в инвентаре. Квесты так и висят.
This monument was built to commemorate the brave men and women who saved dozens of lives and prevented further disaster during the town hall tragedy. That night indeed became an important one in the town's history. Due to Yvonne's bomb being defused, the rescue operation was swift and simple, and those who weren't already dead or dying all made it back home. I wish the sign mentioned Gosha by name. She was the true hero in all this. Without her, just like it says there, the outcome could have been a disaster for the ages, since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the higher society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices. Horrible and illegal, yes, but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor, no more than a gruesome dream that faded with the sunrise. The Countess, predictably, kept adjusting with the times and growing her fortune. After the Cabernet producing facility at the town hall was destroyed, she took a loss and had to pivot. However, when the doctor terminated their contract, she never ended up finding a decent replacement. It didn't take her too long to bounce back, though. More partners came forward soon enough, and eventually other business opportunities presented themselves. Some say the Countess is now running one of the biggest mafia networks in the country. It's only rumor, of course, but in all honesty, I would certainly not put something like that past her. The Countess predict after the Cabernet produced when it's Victoria still works for the Countess. Say what you want about her, but she's a loyal one. It clearly didn't go unnoticed by Countess Orlova, and, albeit unofficially, Victoria is widely considered to be her number 2. They say she leads the departments that are heavy on the dirty work, since the Countess trusts her. Rumors, of course, but rings true, doesn't it?
Не надо было его пускать. Сожгли нахер.
The infamous Savely Skortsov, the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath. The fact that Gosha defused Ivan's bomb meant 2 things for him. 1, that the building didn't crumble on top of his own head after the explosion, meaning that he survived the night. And 2, that when I took the townsfolk to help free the prisoners, he was taken by surprise and captured. As one would imagine, given Savely's deeds, he spent the rest of his life behind bars. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that he became somewhat of a folklore figure. Mothers in this area often frighten their children by telling them that bloody Savely will snatch them up if they don't behave. In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savely did in a few months. But, then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of.
Я не могу достать на этих, на крыше домов.
What can I say? There's never a dull night with Elisa. There aren't many who have the privilege of being friends with this mysterious creature, so I'm proud to be one of the lucky ones. How many vampires can say that they've seen the sunrise after being turned? I am yet to meet another but her. Only her unique blend of intelligence, passion, and a touch of madness could achieve such results. Her technique, however, brought about much more than just her famous sunrise paintings, which I must say are a huge hit among the vampiric community. I often use a version of it in my clinic for both vampire and human anesthetic purposes, and have helped introduce this practice throughout the vampiric medical community. When her vampiric visa in town expired, sadly, Elisa had to abandon her hookah bar. Such is the fate of most vampiric enterprises. However, people remembered it fondly years after its closure and told stories of legendary nights spent there. The tales grew with embellishments until no one knew what was true, like any good story eventually does. There were vampires who attempted to recreate Elisa's success by building their own such establishments, but no one was able to quite capture her same type of magic. Still, wherever she goes, she manages to start a new venture and turn it into something special. To selfishly put this all aside for a moment, I'm just so incredibly happy we're together. Who knew that I would fall for someone like her? But then again, there really isn't anyone quite like her, is there? Arbin ended up staying in town for quite some time. When she finally left, for a while she tried to maintain her establishment from afar. But, alas, literary salons went out of fashion, and eventually they built a regular housing project in its place. I think I heard that eventually she ended up moving abroad. Sometimes I wonder how things might have turned out if we were closer, but I think that ship has sailed long ago. What do you know? The store is still here.
If you're looking for champagne, vodka or flowers, don't bother. They're all out.
Is that right?
Well, why else do you think I'm still open? All the demand and no other supply. That's good business.
Happy New Year's Eve. The bouquet over there, please.
Cutting it a bit late with the presents, aren't you? You'd better hurry home, or you'll miss the president's speech.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be watching this year. Not my cup of tea.
What? Why not? Don't you care about your own country? See, that's the problem with your generation. You hold nothing sacred.
Oh, really? And what generation do you think that is?
Generation of spoiled brats. You've seen nothing, done nothing, and fought for nothing. You have all the freedom in the world, but no, you just complain and demand more. Show some respect and be grateful for once.
Are you finished? Listen, I'm not who you think I am, but I don't expect you to understand that. Mark my words. I've seen this happen to our country time and time again. At this point, I feel it in my bones. Like how some with arthritis can feel rain coming.
What are you babbling about, girl?
Every time there was hope, a person like that man came to crush it. No one has found a way to break the cycle yet. So, of course, I've come to not expect much. All I'm asking is, think. Think and care about your fellow man. Then, make your own choices.
How much have you had to drink?
Enough for a lifetime. Trust me. Happy upcoming New Year. It's moments like these that I regret making fun of the hussar for smoking.
Are you all right, dear? Hope you don't mind me asking. You look out of sorts.
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Do you have a place to go tonight? It's New Year's Eve, after all. No good being by yourself.
Thank you. I do have some old friends I'm visiting.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely. You know, I overheard what you were saying back there.
I know it sounded a little rough, but trust me, he needed to hear it.
Oh, no, dear, I didn't mean it that way. I would have said the exact same thing. I was just like you when I was younger. Didn't let anyone walk over me.
I'm not as young as I look.
Let's talk again in 50 years, dear. See who's right about this.
Sounds good.
That Chernov, though, he's trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just as we managed to turn this rusty ship around, they're pulling the wheel again. Still, All this time, I never lost hope. Not once.
Thank you. You know, you remind me of an old friend of mine.
Friends, of course.
Don't worry. Do you need any help carrying your bag?
Oh, no, bless you, dear.
Really? In the old apartment building?
That's the one. My great-aunt used to own it before the revolution, and I inherited it. It's apartment number 1. Stop by for a cup of tea sometime if you feel lonely. Have a wonderful year, dear.
Thank you. Well, what do you know? On the surface, nothing seemed to change all that much in Stefan's life, at least for a while. Same old cards, drinks, and revelry, and, of course, intrigue seemed to follow him everywhere he went. But in reality, everything turned upside down once we freed him from Count Orlov's magic contract. He actually ended up sending his resignation to the Countess via postcard from the Bahamas. Apparently, Elisa was there to witness her fit of rage, and according to her, it was a sight to behold. As much as I would have loved to see it myself, mostly I'm just happy for Stefan. He seemed like a whole new person ever since. I'm also looking forward to meeting his significant other. After all he's been through, for him to have another chance at love. Something tells me he might have finally found his new happy eternity. I'm happy to say that my research grant did wonders for Dr. Volkov. With his newfound financial independence, his blood addiction subsided, and soon enough his own research was back on track.
Да, ачивку мне не дали за это.
Thanks to his many decades of hard work, Cabernet became vastly more accessible, and bloodlust and dependency risks were reduced greatly. I can't imagine how many lives have been saved, humans and vampires alike. Of course, not everyone in the vampiric world took to the new formula. Many claim it tastes inferior and keep to the old methods. Perhaps I'm being optimistic, but I still hope that it will become the new norm in the next century or so. As for the doctor himself, he, of course, didn't stop there. Currently, he is working on a solution that will allow vampires to withstand sunrise. Imagine that. Sounds like a fairy tale to me, but knowing the doctor, honestly, I'm betting that he'll get there one day. I just hope he doesn't exhaust himself to his final death in the process. Sadly, Anastasia never found the ending to the piece she was writing. And our relationship, as passionate as it was, didn't last as long as I had hoped. To no one's surprise, Anastasia and Evgeny never managed to patch things up. Soon enough, they got a divorce, an amicable one as far as those go. Believe it or not, Evgeny ended up marrying his pen pal, Ksenia, the very same young woman who, unwittingly, almost caused her future husband his life. Evgeny published a couple more books, but outside of the poem he so generously dedicated to me, the new works received rather lukewarm receptions. He did, however, seem to find domestic bliss with Xenia and a steady job as a columnist in a reputable literary journal. Kirill, it's been a while since I thought about you. For as long as I stayed in town, nothing really seemed to change in his life. All the same tricks and schemes. And after that, needless to say, we didn't keep in touch. Call me naive, but I always felt there was more to him than met the eye. Perhaps I would have learned more if I got to know him better. But, of course, it's a little late for that now. This place sure looks grimy, but not without its own kind of charm. Locked. Can't blame them, really. I guess I'll just have to do it like in the good old days. To no one's surprise, Anastasia and Evgeny, soon enough, they got, believe it or not, the very same young woman who, unwittingly, Evgeny published.
Это ж повторяется.
To my relief, Demyan was among the many lucky survivors who were rescued from the town hall dungeons. Perhaps even luckier, Demyan never ended up on the lower levels of Savelli's underground prison. That left him relatively unscarred, and soon enough he seemed to be back to his old playful self. One thing did seem to change, though. After the events of that night, I certainly noticed him working in the fields much more often. It's hard to find a silver lining to what transpired, but I suppose scaring Demyan into a working man may have been one of them. I'm happy to report that Petya is still alive and well. He is, of course, still bound to Matilda's body, but at this point, I think even if someone offered him a different form, he'd turn it down. He may have never made it as a great salesman, but in a way, the fact that he no longer interacted with customers in his new body only did him good. Petya opened a small doll boutique, and it turns out, when someone else was selling his dolls, people absolutely loved them. He never took it personally, though. Petya was just happy that the dolls found good homes. Of course, to open a business, he needed a human for the paperwork, and I decided to help him out. So, for quite some time, I was the face of an honest-to-goodness doll-making company. Human or vampire, that's something I never imagined happening in a million years. But life is just full of surprises.
Да, с озвучкой, конечно, у них проблемы.
Gosha proved herself a true hero by disarming the bomb prior to the attack on Town Hall. Many assumed that after Ivan, their golden-throated leader, went to prison, the local revolutionary cause would fall apart. But, yet again, brave Gosha came to the rescue. She assembled what was left of the group and pivoted towards peaceful change. Ultimately, she turned it into a legitimate political party that existed for decades after her eventual passing. During the years she led the movement, she helped steer the country away from many a tragedy, Although, of course, plenty couldn't be avoided.
Конечно, эти революции можно сделать только мирным путем.
After I told Roman the truth about myself, he immediately volunteered to become a vampire himself. He was beside himself with excitement to learn that so many of his beloved stories were true, and he wanted to be a part of that world as well. After all, his dream was to travel and learn about folklore and culture, and an eternity to do just that seemed perfect. I accompanied him on his expeditions a few times, but I couldn't travel as much due to my medical duties, so he often journeyed on his own. He managed to connect with all kinds of people and hear the legends of their homes and ancestors. It wasn't just for his pleasure either. He published several tomes on world folklore, which were translated to dozens of languages. He loved the people around him, and he shared that love in his favorite way, through his books and stories. Oleg and I never became close, but at least till I left town he kept running the shop and seemed to be doing fine. Although I'm sure he would have preferred to keep his hand. I always felt a sense of gratitude in him for sparing him. In retrospect, I think I'm glad I didn't end up taking a life for an old grudge, albeit a very heavy one. I wonder if the Rusalka is still out there somewhere. Did she ever forgive him? I didn't know exactly what to expect when I told Gosha about the bomb, but she sure came through that fateful night. As I learned later, Ivan devised a backup plan in case the bomb didn't end up being delivered. But what he didn't plan was on his right-hand woman deactivating the explosive before handing it over to him. When the townsfolk saw what happened and understood the scale of the tragedy that was barely avoided, Ivan was swiftly thrown into jail. I didn't hear whether he was ever pardoned, but I do know for certain that he never returned to politics. I only knew Faina for a short time, but somehow the memory of her has never faded. She meant a lot to me. She still does. I took care of your flowers as best I could, for as long as they lasted. Rest in peace, dear Faina. Trofim ended up working for the Countess for the rest of his life. He didn't drink much ever since our first encounter, and lived well into old age. Was it a happy life? Who's to say? Perhaps it's not just drinking that makes one miserable. Marusa didn't want to let down her family, so she never ended up leaving town or pursuing higher education. But that didn't stop her from doing tremendous amounts of good in her community. She kept educating herself and others in her spare time, saved some coin, and pored over law books to devise a better way of life for the peasants. Using her knowledge and connections, she managed to negotiate better hours and lighter workloads, allowing her village to prosper. In turn, the youths had more time for their studies, and with Marusa's help, many ended up fulfilling her dream of receiving higher education. I knew she was a special one from the start. I couldn't have been more right.
Ну и бредятина, честно говоря. Ну все получается, да? Видела. Не знаю, видела. Был. 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 Есть. Искра нет. Не видела. Анастасия. Коля. Нету. Стефан. Фаина. Петя. Олег. А брательник что?
I did what I came for. I suppose it's time to go home. Oh! Huh. Strange. Snakes usually brumate over the winter. Their metabolism slows down, they stop eating, and hide out underground till it's warmer. Nobody must have come here for ages. I bet I scared it out of its hiding spot. Slithering back to the shadows. Oof. The church sure has seen better days.
Мы так и не побывали.
What does the sign say?
Snake infestation.
Condemned. Wait a minute. So, it's not technically a church anymore, and I don't need an invitation. Does that mean I can enter it? Wow. It's been over a century since I've been inside a church. I'd forgotten how it looks, what it smells like. I'd forgotten how much I missed it, how much I wanted to come in sometimes when I was scared and lost. Oh, damn it. The Morozov family. Minus me, of course. I remember how, even before I was allowed to touch matches, in church, Mother would let me light candles for people we knew. I loved doing it, partly because of the excitement of the dangerous forbidden flame, but it was also more than that. Even before I knew what it meant, it felt important. Why don't I light some candles now? I may not get another chance. I should get the candles first. There. People tend to only say good things about the dead, but we all knew Father was far from perfect. Slowly but surely, drinking turned him from a kind and loving person into a monster. And I know more than most what it means to be one. But Some fairy tales do have a happy ending. He managed to quit drinking soon after that fateful summer. I couldn't have been more proud of him. I might be giving us too much credit, but I feel like Kolya and I might have had something to do with it. Mom stuck with him through the rough months. Uncle Mitko helped out with money before they got back on their feet, and from what I gathered, they both ended up rather happy. So glad I managed to get this new picture of them. Of course, according to higher society laws, we're never supposed to get in touch with family, but I bent the rules just a little. I got into some trouble, of course, but that's a whole other story. Rest in peace, dear mother and father. It's not easy being an older sister, but being a younger brother must have also had its challenges. After that night at town hall, I haven't seen much of Kolya. Last time I heard, he left the country and was living somewhere in a different corner of the world. I've tried to get in touch, of course, but he's covered his tracks well and has made it clear that he doesn't want to be found. I don't blame him, after all I did and everything that happened.
А сам сказал, что хочет помереть и остаться. Вот пизда был.
I wonder how you are, brother. This one is for you. Funny thing, for over a century I've lived so many lives. Different names, cities, friends, and enemies. I've seen more people live and die than one can count, or care to remember. But even after all this time, I still think about my family. They never faded away. I could have done things differently, and every day I have to live with my choices and my mistakes. Some of them are heavy and bury themselves deep in my gut. From what I hear, every vampire receives a keepsake like that sooner or later. Maybe that's the true payment for eternal life. Or maybe it's a part of any life, really. I don't know if they ever fully go away. If I'm honest, I don't think so. But they remind me to do things differently, to be better. And when I do, sometimes I feel human again. Last candle left. I think I know what I'll light it for.
Все охуенно сделал. Все квесты закончили, кроме этого Кирилла. Да и похуй.
I've seen people in this country go through so much suffering. Wars, revolutions, tyranny, famine. So much has happened, and yet so little has changed. Some people say this country is cursed, hopeless. I don't know if I believe that. I've seen fates crushed by a short sentence. I've seen lives saved by a simple embrace. No matter what they say, a person's choice can make a difference. So you might as well do your best. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll all make enough of the good ones. And for now, there is hope. Demons may be hereditary, but we are in charge of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Улицы плачут по белому снегу. Дворник не может очистить их серость. Пьяный он смотрит на красные руки. Тень на глазах умирает со скуки, если чудеса только в фильмах.
можно это? Бля, наёкала она. И все, да? Ну, окей. Что тут можно сказать? Ну, неплохая игрушка. Шедевром, конечно, не назовешь. Далеко не шедевр. Ну, норм. Один раз можно пройти. Можно даже 2 раза пройти. Если интересно посмотреть какие-то другие концовки там. Ну, можно за 1 раз все пройти. Я бы все прошла, если бы не затупилась этим Кириллом. Так полностью, я считаю, все сделала. Все, что возможно было сделать, я сделала. Ну, кроме там чтения книжек. Ну, кому нужны эти книжки? Ну, если по 10-бальной шкале, хотя я не люблю оценивать по 10-бальной шкале, вообще по шкале не люблю оценивать. Где-то, ну, 6 я была. Среднячок, норм. Конечно же, куда без этих мамкиных рассуждений. Ну, оно и понятно там, кем написано и для кого. Поэтому неудивительно. А так, в общем-то, интересная история. Забавно, что под конец она плюс-минус начала только разгораться. Да. Не, нормально. Не сожалею. Я купила со скидкой, кстати. Не помню, до сих пор со скидкой продаются в Steam. Поэтому за full прайс, конечно, нет. Ну, со скидкой можно. Хотя, по-моему, full прайс там не шибко большой, на самом-то деле. Я, наверное, путаю, наверное, с этой Buys with Carol, которая дорогая. Это, по-моему, не такая уж дорогая. Так или иначе, графика, ну, нормально для такой игры. Озвучка... Главная героиня нормально. Ну, остальное, ну, не знаю, такое себе. Короче, ну, говорю, где-то 6. Ну ладно, можно 7 даже дать. Где-то так, 6 примерно. Не более. Вот и все.